In the last 6 months, I've posted 24 videos here on YouTube, and those videos have made me over $250,000. That's more than $10,000 per video. And no, I'm not a full-time YouTuber, I'm not going viral, and I didn't pay for any views. What I did do, however, was build a repeatable system, a system that turns YouTube videos into money-making machines, even if you've got a small audience. So in this video, I'm gonna share with you exactly how this whole system works. But before we get into it, if you're new here, my name's John, I'm a husband, father, and founder of both AdClients.com and AdCon, the UK's #1 marketing event for online entrepreneurs. And over the last 10 years, I've built multiple online service-based businesses that have generated over 35 million online without having to hustle 24/7, sacrifice my personal life, or stop doing the things that I love. And now I help others do the same. So there's 4 key things that you need to make this system work. And we're gonna talk about each of them as we go through the video. But that is posting regularly on a YouTube channel. The second is having valuable content that you're posting that is not salesy. The third is having a great offer that people can purchase from you off the back of your YouTube videos. And the fourth is having a bridge to bridge your YouTube videos over to the offer that you're selling. If you can get these 4 things right, you'll be able to make some great money that far exceeds the ad revenue that YouTube would give you from very simple videos that are easy to produce and actually quite fun to make. And this content that I'm going to share with you today actually makes up part of what I call the momentum framework. This is for anyone who's trying to launch a successful business online. There's a few key things that you need. Attention is step 2. And what we're talking about here is build it attention. We are building an audience of people on a platform that get valuable content from us and sometimes will come through our sales vehicle and buy something. So if you're interested in getting the full picture of the different ways we can drive traffic and what we're driving that traffic to and how we're turning that into sales and income, then click the link below, tell me where to send this, it's my free gift to you. Now, of course, the first of 4 things that I mentioned that's really important is posting regularly. And on top of that, I would say consistency. In fact, the consistent part might actually be more prevalent. If you look at my channel, every 4 weeks, if this is 4 weeks, then I'm posting 1, 2, 3, and 4 times. Now, the most important thing here is to do something within the bandwidth that you have. Don't get caught up in this idea of posting on YouTube once a day because more content equals better. That might not be the case. If you could put the same level of effort that you would spread across 7 videos in a week and put that into one, that one video might actually perform better than the 7 collectively. Furthermore, you're going to feel overwhelmed, you're going to be lacking in creativity, and it's just not going to work. You're going to skip a day and then that's going to have a snowball effect. So I find, for me and my channel and my time commitment, I can allocate time to shoot 1 piece of content on YouTube per week. And that for me works really well. And I find 4 a month is enough to see the fruits of my work. The second thing is that with every video that you are posting, you must, and I'm underlying the must, focus on value, not what you're going to get out of that video being online. You're not going for leads, you're not going for sales, you're not trying to make this a revenue producing asset. It's going to be, but only if you don't focus on it being that. We're in a strange time right now where it's genuinely valuable content that is actually enticing people to seek out your offers and your business and what you have and then do business with you. And those that come across as salesy or that you have an ulterior motive, it's like a guard. It's like people then do not want to do business with you and won't pursue finding out what it is you even have. And this isn't even new. I mean, if you go back a few years ago, you could connect with a prospect here and in a very short period of time, you could be having some kind of sales conversation. Not a great deal needed to happen within that space. In fact, typically no value was given whatsoever. You would attract someone online and you would instantly say, hey, if you've got this problem, I've got a product that will solve that problem. Come over here and check it out. And a portion of people will buy. That simply does not work anymore. And we are now looking at the time it takes for someone to even be in a position to think about buying something from you. So now the game online, if you want to make more money, is how can I fill this time with the most amount of valuable assets so that a person goes on a journey of watching my content, enjoying it, liking it, receiving value from it, and making their own decision to seek out the products that I have and then buy them. It's a much more enjoyable way of doing this process, and it makes selling incredibly easy because people just come with cash cash and credit card in hand to give it to you. At this point, we've talked about posting consistently and making sure that content is valuable with no ulterior motive. Now, you might be thinking, well, John, I don't have anything to sell. Like, what are you talking about making money? What do you mean? Well, let's talk about that, because the reality is the third step is that you need to have something to offer. And by offer, again, we're not being salesy, but we need to have something positioned so that when people enjoy watching your content, it's clear where they can go next to learn about something to buy from you. And so when that time comes, we want to have something that they can actually buy that makes us some money. We don't want to just rely on ad revenue here on YouTube. It makes a little bit of money, but it's certainly not life-changing. If you check out this screenshot, in the last 6 months, I've earned $7,038 from the ad revenue that YouTube pays me. So not too bad. That's across 6 months. That's not an amount that's going to change anyone's life. However, in the same 6-month period, by having step 3, an offer that someone can buy, I've done $250,000 in additional income. That, for a lot of people, is life-changing. So let's talk about it. You've got 3 options for how you're going to do this. The first option is that you're going to have your own product. Now, it's actually easier to create your own product to sell than you might think. For most people, you've got knowledge in your head, you've got some kind of expertise, and all you've got to do is draw that out of your head and put it into a digital course, maybe offer some coaching one-to-one, or maybe a combination of the two. And then you decide how much you want to charge, and that really depends on your confidence level. You could charge $50, you could charge $1,000. We've got clients of ours that even charge $10,000 and more for the knowledge that's in their head. It's simply a confidence thing. So start somewhere where you feel confident, but you can have your own product. The second option is that you can find affiliate products. This is when you say, I have zero interest in creating my own product. It feels too overwhelming, feels too big of a task. No problem. You are producing videos right now on a certain topic, which is therefore attracting people that have a certain problem. So now go out there, do some research, and find someone else that has the product that will serve your newfound audience, and do a partnership so that you refer people to their business and you get a percentage of any revenue that is produced through that transaction. I've made a lot of money through affiliate products as well, and it's awesome. And then you've got the third option, and this one comes a little bit later, but this is when you look for brand deals. As your YouTube channel gets bigger, as you get a little bit more traction, doesn't need to be huge, you start to get noticed by companies that want your audience. Option number 2 is you going and finding people that you can partner with. Option number 3 is people coming to you. And then you can determine whether you want to accept that brand deal. And typically they'll pay you a lump sum up front for just mentioning their product within your channel. Be careful with this one, because you've got to make sure that that doesn't disrupt the nature of your videos being purely value and not being salesy. So now we're posting videos regularly, we're making sure they're valuable, we've got an offer to sell. How do we get the people watching our videos to hear about the product that they can buy that makes us money? We need to create a bridge, a way for these people to come off YouTube and over to our product. The way we do this is with a very simple sales funnel. And a sales funnel is quite simply a series of online pages that lead someone down a process to hear about a product and then buy it. And it typically starts by offering the people watching your videos a free gift in exchange for their email address. When they opt in for that, then there's more value that you can offer, but now it's inside of a sales process that then makes the offer. For example, I did it earlier in this video. I offered you the Momentum Framework. This is a highly valuable gift. I've worked on this for years. I've made 35 million as a result of what you see on here. And I offered it to you at the beginning of the video completely for free. This is the moment where some of you may go, I've been watching John's videos for a while. I feel ready to learn more from him and come off YouTube and into his world. Well, if you want to see what then happens next, go ahead and grab a copy of this, opt in, and see where I take you next, because there's a very high chance that once you take me up on that free gift, it's going to give you more value, you're going to love it, but I'm going to take you to the next step in the process where you're probably going to be invited to attend a webinar. And a webinar is an online presentation very similar to one of your weekly videos that you're creating, but now there's very specifically the mention of the offer attached on the other end, and you can go ahead and make a purchase. And that's exactly how I've made $250,000 in the last 6 months from this channel. I post consistently, I focus on value, I have offers ready for you to buy, then I create the bridge for you to come over and hear about them. If you've enjoyed today's video and you'd like to learn more about creating an offer that you can sell to an audience like this, check out this video right here where I break down how I did $3.2 million online with a $7 product. Go check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.